How you doing? It's Sandesh here, and I'm going to be reading from pushsquare.com, and it's about it's called PlayStation exec Shuhei Yoshida will leave the company in January, after 31 years of service at PlayStation. I'm going to be reading it now. PlayStation executive Shuhei Yoshida has announced he'll be leaving Sony effective from 15th of January of 2025, obviously next year. He has spent 31 years with the company, helped to bring multiple systems to market and put fan favorite games on them, like Bloodborne. Once the president of SEI Worldwide Studios, Yoshida has more recently been focused on indie teams and getting their games onto PS5 and PS5 and 4. Yoshida's departure was revealed in a post to the PlayStation blog where he said, I've been with PlayStation from the beginning, and this is my 31st year with PlayStation. When I hit 30 years, I was thinking, it may be about time for me to move on. You know, the company's been doing great. I love PS5. I love the games that are coming out on this platform. And we have new generations of management who I respect and admire. I'm so excited for the future of PlayStation. So PlayStation is in really good hands. I thought, okay, this is my time. While it first appeared Yoshida would be retiring, he has clarified he'll continue working and hopes to remain in the video game industry. The post explores Yoshida's time at PlayStation, starting off with tales of Ken Ken Kutangani. I think that's what it says. Sorry about that. And from '93, as Sony launched the PS1. When I joined Ken's you know what? That should say Kutaragi. Whoever did this article obviously didn't proofread that part, so that's obviously not my fault. When I joined Ken's team, my assignment was to talk to publishers and developers in Japan, he explained. So, as a lead in account management, I made a phone call to many companies in Japan, publishers and developers from um, um, Hokkaido to Kyushu, and made an appointment and brought a group of people of executives, including Ken Kutaragi himself, to visit the publisher and talk about PlayStation, hoping that they will make games on PlayStation. Fast forward to his most recent role as leading the indie initiative at PlayStation. Yoshida speaks of his love of titles from independent developers. When the indie boom started in 2000, all digital distribution started on PC, on mobile, and on console. Small digital games could be made by pretty much anyone in the world and be able to sell and distribute globally. That created an amazing opportunity for the industry to try new ideas. Shuhei Yoshida will now leave PlayStation on 15th of January 2025, having served 31 years with Sony. Now, now the thing is, I'm gonna go into my thoughts. Okay, um, I understand that he wants to leave after 31 years. I get it. You know what? He's done his time, man. You know what? God bless the guy. But in my opinion, he was the wrong guy to go. And number two, he should have been the one to have Herman Hulse um a role. In my opinion, he should have had Herman Hulse's job, because the thing is, to me, him and Hulse only gives a damn about AAA games, and that is not going to be sustained. But it just won't be. And at least people like Yoshida and Leiden understood that there needs to be a balance between, understood that we got to have indie games as well as AAA games. You can't just have one, or you can't have one or the other. You got to have both. That was what I mean. It was why it was why how the NES and the SNES did so well, because Nintendo understood that they couldn't just rely on their first party software. Um, yeah, and the thing I like about Yoshida, he is obviously a gamer himself, but he clearly knows his job, and he knows his job well. Herman Hulst clearly does not know his job, and I honestly think he ain't got the boots to fill it. I mean, look at the Concord fuck up. And we look at that, and look at and when you look at the behind the scenes about that, and like I said, Yoshida, he should have had his job, and him and Hoss should have been gone alongside Jim Ryan. And the fact that he wants to stay in the industry still tells me that I think he saw where PlayStation was going. This is just my opinion. I think he saw where PlayStation was going, and he's like, you know what, I need to leave. I'm gonna go. I don't think I want to stay here anymore. Um, because people like Adam Boyce, I mean, they made PlayStation feel fun. I don't know if Adam Boyce is still in the gaming industry. Let me know in the comments if he is. But I mean, if anyone remembers the first few years of the PS4, I mean, it's like man, it was such a it felt so that was such a fun time to be a PlayStation fan. Of when it first came out, the first few years of the PS4, it was like no one's gonna ever say that the PS4 in the first half of its year was shit, because it clearly was not, because of the management behind it, who understood that that they need indies as well as as well as AAA games, and that there's obviously got to be a balance between the two, and and it and honestly, it feels like, you know what, it's PlayStation is just gonna get worse with the management which they got at the moment, and their mindset of where they want PlayStation to go. Man, I honestly think it's gonna get worse, because I'm even thinking to myself, well, I don't even want a PS6, because especially of the fact that now Sony, because of Sony is now cancelling Blu-rays. I think um the rewritable Blu-rays, and not the fact that they're cancelling DVD and Blu-rays in different regions, like for example Australia. It's like this is what their mindset is now as far as physical media, and the stupidest thing is like they partly created Blu-ray, DVD, and CD. And the thing is, you can't even play CD games on either the PS4 nor the PS5, even though physically it can. It's just that it just locks it out. A firmware, simple system software firmware, can change all that, and they don't want to. And I think that just tells you everything about management's mindset of on how they want PS5 to be. So it seems like all the people that made help make PlayStation fantastic, they're just gone, and he's just going to be the last one to be gone. It's just going to be like, well, who else is good that is there that is left? Um. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.